All right, y'all. It's June 1st, halfway through the year. Um, 8:29 a.m. Forgive me for chewing. I got one more bite. I'm trying to finish before the clock started, but maybe like 2 or 3 more minutes. But Intel has my attention to start off. Might not be here long. Um, I actually have some things to do today, unfortunately. So we'll see. Let's lock in on Intel because it had my attention very fast to start off. Let's see where we are on Intel. I'm just starting to push up like crazy and extremely fast. Definitely at hourly support at 173.90. Uh, so that's a good thing. This is looking really good. 173.90. So this is hourly support, and as you can see, it's going crazy right now. Which is why I had my attention early. Uh, Might be ready to shake uh, right at the bell. So we're gonna let it do its thing. It's already tapping into resistance on the volatility, so it's moving extremely fast. Jesus Christ, is moving fast. Nasdaq was at it was at a good place of support. I like the way SPY looking too. SPY is very small, so SPY worries me a little bit. But let me see. But Intel, I just like the overall picture. It's a little tight, but it's at least tall. I like it, and the volatility is there. So um, Intel is one of those ones where we may be jumping in here like after the first 5 minutes. So it's moving extremely fast. So we got to be careful and watch for it. All right, give me a second. We'll put this up. It's one of those early morning trades where it might not take that long because it's moving so fast, moving extremely fast. It's already topping out at resistance, so that worries me and stresses me out. Or at least on the volatility it is. So it makes me think that once this 5 minutes is up, it's gonna hit a level of downplay that's gonna frustrate me a little bit. So it's one of them things where you just can't control it. You just gotta kind of stay with the system. Where is my option chain? Just exit out of that. I don't even know what that is. That's the monitor. Calm it down at least. Could be one of those things where it had don't have any weeklies. It's impossible. I gotta be clicked on something that out of range here. No, it's right there. No, they really don't. I don't have any weeklies. Maybe it's like yeah, they don't have any weeklies. That's odd. Let's do 60 days. Regular. Okay. Interesting enough. They don't have any weeklies on here. Okay. Less liquid. It's more of a preference. I like weeklies because they have a little more liquid. They're a little more liquid, but um, we're good there. Let's make sure we're here at the moment here. Probably getting ready to jump into this trade here soon, but it's definitely going to hit a wall of resistance. So we got time. I'm not in a rush. Just check on everybody else. I think I was watching SPY, trying to make sure SPY wasn't doing anything iffy on me. SPY looks decent, but it may take some time. Yeah, we're gonna stay locked in on NTAP. I think NTAP's gonna be a quick play. I wanted to see y'all are seeing me adjust this in real time. Um, Open interest. That's fine. Save it as whatever. I just need to see how many people are buying into it. A lot of people are buying into it. Looking at calls, a lot of contracts, open interest here. A lot of people looking into this. So broke above support. We're at a very broke above the moving average, so we're at a very good position right here. It's finally calming down. So probably having a little bit of people taking profits that first 5 minutes. It's probably gonna come down a little bit, maybe. Might retest this line, perhaps. Definitely had an overreaction. Look at these gaps. Overreaction between this gap here. Definitely an overreaction between this gap right here. So if we can get a little bit more of a push up on these next 5 minutes, that'll be a solid way of kind of getting us to the upside here. And just tap is part of the Nasdaq. How's the Nasdaq looking? Nasdaq is looks like it's ready to tap into resistance too. So getting a hard push down. Let me see. Yeah, QQQ is in a position where it's at the 50, so it could be looking to push up a little bit more. That might help and tap a little bit if I'm retesting that line. Right now, SPY and NTAP have my attention. Gotta be careful. There's, there's a lot of good tickers today that have my attention. Just gotta make sure we choose the right one because it's very interesting. That is a hard push down. So we're gonna take our time on these choices here. SPY's looking pretty decent as well. I think it's got some ways to go. Had a little bit of overreaction with volatility. I kind of like that. Got some up to the upside here. I think NTAP is having a little bit of a hard time, or it may take some time. Let's see where. Yeah, I think they're all going through those same motions. SPY is a little bit narrow on the divergence, but at least I can see it. And I know the volatility is clean with it. So I actually kind of like that a little bit more. They kind of check all the boxes for sure. Less manipulation for sure. Yeah, I think we're gonna switch focus just a little bit. Sure. I'm gonna put you on mute. Hold on one second. All right, y'all. I had a phone call to take. I'm sorry I've been so quiet here lately. As you can see, I've been multitasking with trading, as well as taking that phone call. I will say I jumped in a tad bit too early, so this is why you should not be distracted while you're trading. So I jumped in maybe 5 to 10 minutes too early. Still not time for me to quite jump in on this trade, but I took it because for the most part, it looked solid as far as all the rules, but it was just one little bit more patience on it was needed. And that's okay. I still feel good about the trade. I'll see if anything changes, but definitely um, jumped in entirely too early. So this could bump its head on this moving average and bump down, but definitely should have waited till it got just a little bit above there. Um, so this trade will be in trouble for a little bit. I'm down negative 3%. We'll see if it bumps up a little bit more. And I'll keep watching it until then because I'm already inside of it. But happy that it's on SPY at least. It's the right one. Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah. So now with now, I mean, I would say probably I see it as A minus setup uh, with probably a C plus execution. I could have been a little bit more patient, but let's give it a little more time, see if the Bulls kick in, kind of give it a crossing. Um, I'm down 2% right now, so a little bit in trouble, but not much. In tap, yeah. I trust SPY a little bit more than in tap, so that's the reason why I didn't go with in tap on the entry. We'll see. We got about a minute left on this candle. It's looking okay and decent. We're already in the trade. Yeah, we're at hourly support. Definitely coming up on 4 hour resistance. So 756, this could be kind of hard for it to, bounce above 756. What was it? 756.44. So there is 4 hour resistance. There is a level of resistance right here, a little bit stronger than the hourly support. So this could plummet. All right, close out. We'll see. They got to battle it out, but definitely an early entry on my part. Could just be a pullback. Let's zoom in a little bit. Could just be a pullback. I can kind of see it coming over a little bit. Got a little bit of red. Let me see on this entry here. It's trying to cook up. It's got some work to do. It's gonna bump its head. It's got some time. Um, oh, kind of dipping sideways a little bit, catching some resistance for sure. Yeah, we may just take a L on this one. See if we can get that last little bit of trouble here. Could be a pullback and could push back up. Could also be that moment where It's already 9 o'clock. Mhm. It's gonna be a little rough. Definitely gonna be a little rough. It's definitely hitting that 4 hour resistance. Support was at 755.85. So support was here. So it's gonna be a little choppy. Support was right here. Broke through there. Definitely retesting it right now. So this is really the test of who's gonna have the better move here. Um, Intel. Let's see. Yeah, Intel didn't have that big of a wideness of the price. SPY did. SPY had a pretty good dip of an overreaction, so it just may take a while. But I will say jumped in a tad bit too early for sure. Now we've got it breaking. I may just take the L on it. May just take the L on it. Let's see. Let's see how it closes. We got about 30 seconds here. This closes in the QR code is looking pretty weak right now. We'll just close it out and call it a day. We jumped in too early and it's getting beat up. And I took a phone call. So many mistakes on my part, but a lot of moving pieces. So it's well worth, you know, walking away today. How much time? 4 seconds? Yeah, we'll close it out. Let's close it out. Let's change it to a limit order. 44.8, 44. Yeah, let's close it out. All right, we took the L. It's already struggling, so at least I got this one on wax. Nothing wrong with taking the L. I think it was down like -6%, 5%, -6%, but it's definitely struggling. So we'll call it a day. So many moving parts today that I just took a trade, wasn't paying attention on the phone, to handling business, replying to emails. So this is one of those moments for me where it's just would have been better not to jump on today and just left it alone. But I will see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow will be better. I'll be better. And y'all be easy.